And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Caravel Academy. Tonight we have Delaware High School softball. Caravel takes on Red Lion. Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, Nick Halliday, and my broadcast partner, Craig Laskowski. Craig, beautiful night, beautiful facility, and it should be a good game here tonight against Caravel and the Lions. We've seen Red Lion a few times this year. Just had Caravel, a week ago or so, and so two teams we're real familiar with.
Yeah. Seen both of these teams up close and personal. A few times we know the damage they can do with their bats. Both these teams bashing home runs the last few times we've seen them. So should be a good show tonight.
I hope they don't go to right field with those home runs. Nick's feeling a little better after his trip to Piedmont the other day. And we're going to have the anthem and then get ready to play some softball here at Caravel. We'll get your records and all that stuff as we go along. Craig, I was at a soccer game today and didn't have much time to do some research.
That's all right. The anthem has ended.
Yeah, Craig, let's talk some copyright law. The national anthem is in the public domain. However, specific arrangements are copyrighted. I learned that when doing some YouTube research from why we had to kill the anthem.
There you go.
So,
Who needs a college degree these days?
no, I'm just, for all your legal needs, call Mike Lang. Better call Saul.
Better call Mike.
Better call Mike.
It's going to be the third installment.
Watch Better Call Saul the other night. It's just so good.
Oh.
So good. Anyway, we got softball on the brain. I was here last night watching Salesianum and Caravel baseball. Quiet night on the Caravel campus. Usually there's some lacrosse or soccer going on. Girls lacrosse apparently already played. There's no baseball tonight. They were just here last night, Salesianum, with a 7-4 win. That Caravel team, baseball team, they're taking some lumps this year, but that's a pretty talented Buccaneers team.
They play DMA tomorrow.
Very
And they have
talented team.
apparently Jason says they play DMA tomorrow. I think that's at Newark National, and they need wins to get into the tournament. But we're going to concentrate on softball tonight. It's been a fun year, softball-wise and
Absolutely.
baseball.
Softball season come out Sunday.
Absolutely.
24 teams for the first.
And if you're watching, I know you're interested in the softball committee meeting is on Sunday and all the seedings for the first 24-team bracket
It's going to be a
coming
doozy.
out on Sunday. Yeah, and Caravel's going to be right up there. Red Lion, I imagine, is going to be top 6 or so. They've played a pretty good schedule. Central and St. Mark's canceled today. I'm not sure why. St. Mark's drove all the way down to Georgetown and ended up not playing. That was a pretty highly anticipated game down there with the pitching matchup of Riley Thomas and Madge Layfield. But it never happened.
Wow. I actually had not heard about that.
Yeah,
That
I saw it on
very
Twitter.
Interesting.
So we're going to see how it goes tonight. The sun field is basically a catcher. So
Yeah.
your catcher's staring into the sun. We are not. And on the hill tonight, you're in the circle rather, for Caravel, it's going to be my old friend Casey Zanitis. Number 10, a transfer into Friends from Friends Central in Pennsylvania. At least that's what the coach told us. It's going to be Casey. We'll know as soon as she turns around. Number 10, Zanitis.
On point as usual.
Yeah, well, it helps that the coach gave me the lineup. Leading off for the Lions, it's going to be our old friend Peyton Pusey, number 3, the left-hander. And Peyton could find us with a fly ball.
Easily. She is a player of the year candidate for sure. Every time we've watched her, she's put on a show.
All kinds of
5-tool
speed.
player.
What kind of speed she has, and she can hit. Nick's ready. He's got his glove on.
Looks like Swifty behind the plate. Looks like Swifty behind behind the plate.
Is that Dave Swift?
Looks like it from here. I mean,
The Swifty's not going to be able to see. That's a ground ball to first, taken there, and that's out number 1. Played at first base by Morgan Moxley on a hop, and just like that, 1 down.
Yeah, we've gotten used to Peyton first pitch swinging. A lot of times it benefits her, but in this case, first pitch ground out to first base. 1
Batter
done.
will be Elena Griffin. She hit the grand slam, and our game ended up in our top plays last week. If you're looking for top plays, we're going to double up next week, so keep your eyes open.
Griffin's got pop.
Yes, she does. And here's the pitch from Zanitis. Strike called, 0-1. Beautiful evening here. Maybe the warmest evening we've had since sometime in March when it was warm, and then it got cold in April, and is finally maybe turning the corner here in May.
Yeah, can actually put on the short sleeves.
There's a check swing. She couldn't hold it back, and that's 2 strikes. On Griffin on deck is Angelina Edwards, the Red Lion pitcher and 3-hole hitter. Ground ball back to Zanitis. She's got it in 1-3 for the putout. 2 outs for the Bucks.
2 quick outs. She's getting the ground balls that she's obviously looking for early on. Let's see if she can keep it up.
That'll bring up Edwards. She gets on, it'll be Mady McGinnis. So the batters, they are going to start the game looking right into the sun. So not bad enough that you're facing a tough pitcher. But you can't see there's a chopper to second, 2 hops. And that's now played over there by Caravel, second baseman. And that is Michaela Walsh. 1, 2, 3. We're going to keep it right here between the between the middle of the inning. We're going to stay right here is what I'm trying to say. So we'll get you some scores as you go along. Here's a final from Seattle. Philadelphia Phillies 4. Seattle Mariners 2.
Reese Hoskins with the grand slam.
How about that? I watched that stinky game last night.
Oof.
speaking of watching,
Benny Mitchell said it rained today in Sussex County, and that's probably why they did not play.
Wow.
Sussex Central and St. Mark's
Mark's
softball.
drove all the way down there and they didn't play, and now we know why.
But they got on the field to strike out ALS.
Is Benny listening to us? Is that why?
I guess Benny must be tuned in. Our other colleague, Glenn Fraser, in North Carolina again.
Elon
At
University.
Elon.
Watch the CACC softball. The CAA softball, not the CACC.
See, when I think of Elon, I think of one Nick Alessandrini.
So I was watching college softball. You know who pitches for Auburn? That girl?
That girl,
Bo Manor.
Uh,
Pitches
the- yeah,
for
we-
Penta.
she pitched here and had like 20 strikeouts in the game.
23 and 8 in the SEC.
We gotta get Jay mic'd up so it actually makes sense what's happening.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut the rest
So
of the night.
up for Caravel, facing Angelina Edwards, is going to be Kendall Brown, Veronica Diomede, who's an all-state candidate, Morgan Moxley, Brooke Holdsworth, I can't read my own writing, Michaela Walsh, Haley Grigo, Lila Rock, Zeta Rock, and Paige Richardson. We mentioned they will face Angelina Edwards. We are ready for bottom of the first action.
We've
probably
seen
could use
Angelina.
Could have used a commercial break. Like, I'm fumbling all my words. Yay.
It's
I
all
think
right.
my
we're-
last play-by-play assignment was here, Jay, when we did soccer last week, Padua and Caravel. It was a good game. First pitch was upstairs. There's a cue ball to first base taken by Mendick, and she waits for the tag, and she's going to get Brown for out number 1.
Just ground balls all day long here. We've had about 6 pitches and 4 ground balls.
Yeah, that was a funny spinner off the end of the bat. And that'll bring up Veronica Diomede, the shortstop. You have a great history of shortstops here at Caravel.
See if she can put the ball in the air, unlike everyone else thus far.
Mady McGinnis stepped right into my way, but that's okay. Ball 1.
Last time we saw Edwards, she had a rough first inning, then settled down and was cruising for the rest of the game.
just a bit outside. It's going to be 2-0. Yep, they had that game against Conrad. We did at Red Lion.
Another good game. We've had a few really good ones with Red Lion this year.
2-0 pitch. That's going to be low. 3-0. And they played. We had the St. Mark's game. I was at a St. Mark's game at Concord or somewhere, and I asked the girls if they'd played St. Mark's, and they're like, "You were there." And I'm like, "Oh, that's right, I was there." Strike called, 3-1.
Sometimes it runs together.
I'm just getting old, you know.
Sometimes it just runs together.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. It's way high, and it's a walk for Diomede. She's a stolen base threat.
Got our first base runner. Let's see if she swipes second.
Bring up Morgan Moxley. Moxley, a little bit of power in that box. She's going to try to stay away from the ground ball. Don't want to ground into 2 here.
Edwards taking a lot off her pitches, trying to force Caravel into these ground balls. Definitely will be looking for the double play here.
There's the steal attempt. It's going to be a hit and run. And they're going to have first and second after the single to center for Moxley. Nice piece of hitting there. And 2-1 with 1 out. Bucks are in business.
Center fielder got to the ball in a hurry to avoid first and third there.
Hey, Craig, here's something unusual. We have 3 umpires here tonight, and that has not been the case for almost any game this year. But the night games, there's not a lot of night games, so the umpires are available.
It's very nice.
You know, the ones who have jobs, they can get to the night games. Swifty gets to all of them. Here's the pitch, and that's ball 1. This is Holdsworth, Brooke Holdsworth, the designated player. She's got a chance to do some damage here in the bottom of the first. We have no score. Fouled off into the screen, 1-1. All those games at 3:45 or 4 o'clock, there's just not enough umpires to cover them all. But you throw a 7 o'clock game down there, and they'll sign up for it. I think Nick's harassing the umpire. That pitch is a called strike, 1-2. That was a strike.
It would appear the umpire is blocking the shot.
Come on, Ryan. We can't mess them up. They gotta have their position. Yep. That's the thing with 3. They're not behind the pitcher.
Edwards 1-2 pitch. Takes something off of it. Way ahead of it was Holdsworth, but she manages to get a piece and knock it into the fence in front of the Caravel dugout. The count remains 1-2. So nice Wednesday evening, usually a light day on the sports schedule. Ground ball to deep short. They're going to go to second, not in time. Bases are loaded.
That hesitation really cost her there. She hesitated, looked like she was going to go to first all the way, and then right at the last second, hesitated on the throw.
Did I call that a fielder's choice or a hit? Oh. I'm going to be generous. I'm going to go with a hit.
That's a tough one.
I think if she had thrown to second immediately, they were going to get the out at second. But she, by the time she decided Moxley was sliding in, that'll bring up Michaela Walsh with the bases loaded. That pitch is inside ball 1. So Red Lion already in the soup here. Sacks are full with 1 out. She got the ground ball, but it was in a good spot for Caravel in the deep shortstop hole.
We got bases full of Bucks.
Popped up, that's going to be not an infield fly. It is an infield fly, so the batter's out. Runner's safe at home, and the other runner's advanced. So I think they called an infield fly. The second base umpire had his arm up in the air.
You are correct, Mike. I think you are absolutely right. They can advance.
The runners can advance at their own risk. And that is a sacrifice fly, believe it or not. So it does not count as an at-bat.
It's a very good catch, actually. An underhand basket catch, approaching her teammate.
A great job by Diomede to read it down there at third base, and aggressiveness from the part of the coaches. And that's going to be 1-0. We're going to move these other base runners up a little bit. As the batter is Haley Grigo. We're talking about Brandon Grigo at William Penn having a spectacular season. And apparently they are cousins. Not too many Grigos, so you know that they're related somehow.
Good bloodline.
Got to say hi to Brandon. He follows me on Twitter, so I have to.
Got it.
Good guy, man. I like Brandon. He's a nice kid.
You got to keep your adoring fans happy.
He's doing what he can for William Penn this year. They're hanging in there. That ball's popped up. It's going to fall. I think it's right in front of the screen. Some big games on the baseball schedule tomorrow, but we'll check as we go along for what's going on in other sports as well.
It's got to be real tough on the batters right now. The sun getting low in the sky. Straight away, center field.
1-1. Here's the pitch. Taken for a ball. 2-1. So no force out there. Red Line's got to remember that. It's got to be a play at first or a tag. I'm sure they don't want to be in any tag plays here in the baselines. Ball sent into medium deep center field, but it's taken there by the center fielder Pusey, and that's going to do it for Caravel. They get a run on a sacrifice pop-up, and they leave 2. After 1 inning, 1-0 Bucks. We're back after this. You're watching Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home. The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware.
You want me to do it now?
Yep, we're back. Hey, Craig, what do you got to tell us?
Our game of the week is brought to you by First State Orthopedics, our official game of the week sponsor. First State Orthopedics has 29 physicians at 16 locations, which provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions and are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. They serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Their doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give them a call today at 302-322-3400 or visit firststateortho.com. Be sure to mention you saw their ad on Delaware Live Sports.
All right, Craig, thanks to First State Orthopedics. And how about that play there at first base by Moxley? Gets out, spun off her glove, but she was able to get it out to the second baseman who covered first, and that's Michaela Walsh. So one down there. The batter was Mady McGinnis. This is Reagan Mendick, another batter with home run power. It's a good start there for Zanitis. He's gotten 4 groundouts thus far.
She's certainly in the zone. She's keeping her pitches low. And Red Lions biting. You're going to have to see they can be a little more disciplined at the plate.
Counts 1-1. We're in the top of the second here in good old Bear, Delaware. Grounded down the third base line. That's foul. That would have been a tough play down there for the Bucks third baseman, Haley Grigo. We got some people sitting out here with us in the outfield.
Seems to be a popular spot out here.
Yeah, we're not looking right into the sun. I think that's part of it. 2-2 is the count on that pitch. That pitch was a little bit low. The bleachers are pretty full back there behind home plate, which you can see. And they have some bleachers down the left field line. And then people around the fence. That's going to be a base hit. Nice diving try there by Walsh, but Mendick sends it into right center field for the single first base runner for the Lions. That'll bring to the plate the catcher, Morgan Liskey.
So it was a ground ball, but found the hole, seeing eye grounder right up the middle.
Lions trail this one 1-0. I did a great job in that inning of not giving up more runs to Caravel, which had the bases loaded with one out. Here's the pitch to Liskey. Swing, sent into left field over the shortstop. It's going to be first and second. So a first pitch hit for Morgan Liskey.
The first time we've seen the ball in the air for Red Lion.
Yep. It was just out of the reach of Diomedes, shortstop. But it was hit pretty good. It would have been a heck of a play if she was able to stab that one. It was just still too high and too fast. And your batter is Cam Hoffman, the left fielder. Cam was on Plays of the Week this year, top plays this year, with a catch that Craig caught for our cameras at the St. Mark's game.
That was a fantastic double play, and she's been great. She's played an amazing left field this year.
Shows bunt, but fouls it off. And did it reach the baseball field? Not sure, but it's 0-1. It's fun when they have baseball and softball going here today, and you don't have too many baseballs coming. That's a poke, but you do have some foul balls that end up in the outfield. But if you hit a home run into this field, that's a 400-foot shot.
That'd be a bomb.
0-1 pitch. I think it fouled off her foot. That's going to be 0-2.
Yeah, she's shaking it off. Definitely hit her foot.
Not a lot of subs for the Lions. They have 4 girls listed on the substitute list. We do have the catcher. We have a courtesy runner. That is Delaney Burrows, number 2. Thanks, Jay, who picked that up because I wasn't watching. 0-2 pitch. Upstairs, trying to get her to chase, but no way, says Cam Hoffman. Been playing this game too long, Craig, you know?
Yep.
You got to get up pretty early in the morning to fool Cam Hoffman. So it's 1-2. Let's see where Zenitis. She's been trying to strike him out up top, but she's getting the outs low. That one's going to set up the middle. Another hit. They're sending. Oh, they're going to hold that's McGinnis. And is it Mendick? Mendick at third. They're going to hold Mendick. I'm sorry, McGinnis grounded out. Thanks. I lost my numbers there. But it's going to be bases loaded with nobody out, or 1 out. Sorry, for Red Lion. Just like
smart hold.
Caravel had, but 3 straight hits now for the Lions. It was because that was charged out there by the center fielder and fired into the pitcher. And that's Kendall Brown out there in center. And she came in and got that one quick and fired it away quick. So I missed the Phillies game today, but I was at home and awake last night when they lost 9-0.
Oh, yeah, that was a lovely.
Yeah, I turned some hockey on for a while. It's been some really good Stanley Cup playoff action. Flyers fans, you remember the Stanley Cup playoffs, right?
Just such a lovely night of Philadelphia sports action.
Yeah, the basketball game didn't go too well, did it?
Oh.
I was down here for most of the night. I was watching Salesianum Caravel. Great job by Zach Zarnecki for Salesianum. The batter, by the way, is Kylie Sieni. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. She took a big hack there.
Ziani, with the few times we've seen her, goes for that pull shot. You know, likes to pull it to left field, but gonna have to open up a little bit here.
Kimura Neal on deck. Sieni gets this one up in the air. That's going to be an infield fly. It's twice in one game.
Wow.
That never happens, but it's going to be out number 2. No advance by the runners on that one, as that was hit about 60 feet.
Yeah,
so it's going to be up to Kimura Neal.
When's the last time you've seen an infield fly score a run?
It doesn't happen too often.
Infield fly rule with a sacrifice.
Don't see too many infield fly ever. So that brings up Neal. You know, we've seen her, and she likes to go down to third baseline. But she takes a full cut there. She likes that little slap hit.
She's got that Ichiro kind of start running before she hits it.
Yeah, and I was watching that baseball game from Goldie the other day where they had a batter step out of the box right at the end of the game there because I was texting the rule to Pat, but apparently a lot of people were sending in the rules and Joey Singles. And you're a slap hitter. You got to stay in that, keep that foot in the box. And she does a good job. She sends it back to Zenitis, turns and throws first, and that's going to do it for the Lions. They do load the bases and they leave 3. They got the hitting sticks going there for a little bit, but that's 3 outs.
Everybody's putting the bat on the ball now.
A nice play by Zenitis as she backhanded it and had the pretty easy play at first after that, but getting the ball was the tough part. So we're just taking a look here real quick. because Craig and I were both busy before we got down here today. And did not get all my research done. Caravel comes in with a record of 12-1. The only loss against Pennsbury, Pennsylvania.
Correct.
They have some good wins. They beat Delmarva Christian. Concord. Concord's not a bad team. And they beat DMA. They really beat DMA, and they beat Appo. The game we did last week, 10-8. That was, I think, 10-0 at one point.
Yeah, I believe it was 10. I believe it was 9-2.
9-2. Jay and I were next door at the soccer game. So, and then they beat Cape Henlopen twice this year. How about that? That doesn't happen too often. They played Cape twice.
Impressive.
And then after this, they're at Laurel on Thursday. They're here Friday against Hodgson in a rescheduled game, and then they finish the season Saturday at Indian River. So they play Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday this week for Caravel.
No rest for the weary.
No rest, not at all.
They don't have to, but they want it to be.
Yeah, and I think they need a waiver to play 4 games in 4 days, but they got one. It's only softball. That's a shot in the left field. That's going to be a base hit, probably extras. Now they're going to hold her at first. And that's a base hit for Layla Rock. It is a foul ball. That's the one thing. We don't have a great angle for foul balls here.
Yeah, it looked like. Yeah,
there were 3 umpires out there. I didn't see one.
I was watching the ump the whole time. I didn't see any signal. But it is a foul ball. I was wondering why she slowed down around first.
So it's 0-1, and that pitch is a ball, so now it's 1-1. Looking at Red Lion, they come in with a record of 12-2. This is a big matchup here tonight. Their losses, they lost to Sussex Central yesterday, 13-8, and their other loss, I believe, was to Appo, 14-3. So that's grounded. That is fair. Played by the third baseman, hanging on to the bag is Mendick at first on the throw.
Great stretch.
Yeah, the throw by Sayeni, but a good play there by Reagan Mendick to hang on, 1 out. So Red Lion. This team, they look double digits. They seem to like them. A lot of double digits. They score some runs.
Oh, they can definitely light up the scoreboard.
And when they lose, they give up the runs.
Yeah, it helps that they have that small field that conducive to home runs.
Catcher Zadarok pops up, and that's played by third baseman Sayeni. 2 quick outs here.
I don't think we've seen a strikeout yet.
No, we don't like strikeouts. They're not good for the stream.
Nah. Let's hit the ball around the field.
I mean, I'd love to go see the Magley Field against Savannah Laird or something, but that'd be strikeout city. We want hits.
Red Lion scored 8 on the left field yesterday.
Yeah. Maybe they summoned the rain gods for St. Mark's today. Who knows? 1-0. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Edwards delivers, popped up into shallow left. That's a tough play. Griffin gets out there and makes the play, and that is out number 3. So 1-2-3 inning for the Lions and Angelina Edwards. They will be batting in the third from the leadoff spot when we return. 1-0 Caravel. We're back on Delaware Live Sports.
Regulars have been enjoying Green Craft Bar and Kitchen since 2015 for award-winning food, great drink selection, and live music. Now it's your turn. Bring your friends and family to our locations in Newark, Kennett Square, and our waterfront locations on the C&D Canal and in Lewis. Even your dogs are welcome on our heated patios. Enjoy lunch, dinner, or a weekend brunch that Elle magazine said was one of the 50 best in the country, and find out for yourself what keeps people coming back to Green. Not a regular? Stop in and we'll make you one. Regulars have been enjoying Green Craft Bar and Kitchen since 2015 for award-winning food, great drink selection, and live music. Now it's your turn. Bring your friends and family to our locations in Newark, Kennett Square, and our waterfront locations on the C&D Canal and in Lewis. Even your dogs are welcome on our heated patios. Enjoy lunch, dinner, or a weekend brunch that Elle magazine said was one of the 50 best in the country, and find out.
All right, there's a look at the man, Dave Swift. Craig, he does football, basketball, and baseball, and he's been at it for 50 years.
Yeah, speaking of no rest for the weary.
The man likes to stay active, and that's how he stays young. The kids, they love him. Everybody loves Swifty. He does a lot of back judge in football. He doesn't want to do as much running because he is like 70 years old. But he's a good guy and he's a good official in all the sports. Lights are on here at Caravel. No effect yet. Swing and a miss, 1-1. You know, last night for the baseball game, they waited till it was like half dark before they turned the lights on.
Well, they got them on early tonight.
Yep. They'll be in full effect. Hollywood. That ball's low. 2-1. This is Peyton Pusey, her second at bat. She grounded the first, her first time up. Oh, we have some visitors. Is that the Red Line baseball team? Strike called, or is that a ball? That's a ball. Where's that William Penn? 3-1. It is a 3-1, so it was a ball. I thought.
3-1 count.
Yeah, I couldn't see Swifty.
Oh.
That was a strike, so that
Wow.
is a full count.
I thought she would have went for it. She seemed locked in this at
Well,
bat.
Peyton's ready. She's got the itchy trigger finger here, but she takes the ball.
Now
and
she
she's-
goes to first.
And I bet you she's on second base in no time.
She's going to be on third.
She's going to run right by the mound, just cut straight across, because you know the shortest distance is a straight line.
I just love her stamp.
She'll goose-enitis on the way by.
She'll just reach out and brush second.
That brings up Elena Griffin. She grounded to Zenitis her first time up.
Look at that.
Look at she's ready. She's in the.
Here we
She's
go.
ready, and they're off.
And she goes.
Oh, she holds up, and Caravel knew it was coming.
Pulled
These
the
teams, there's no
okey-doke.
secrets between these two teams. You know she's going to go. She's just waiting for the right time here. So Griffin, 0 for 1. She steps out trying to slow Zenitis down here a little bit. I didn't realize Red Line was 12-2. They're having a fantastic year. Shows bunt. It's going to be a stolen base. And they got her.
Oh.
How about that throw by Rock? And they cut down Peyton Pusey.
It's a perfect throw. I actually thought she got under it, but
That's Zeta Rock. There's 2 rocks in the team. I'll make sure I get the right one. Because Layla is playing left field. But Zeta is behind the plate. And she showed a gun right there. That pitch was a ball. It's 2-0.
it's a perfect throw.
It was right on the money.
It was the only way
Slid
you're
right
going to
into
get
the tag, basically. That ball's popped up and should go out of play. Oh, out of play. Barely landed foul.
Wow.
Hold on a second. I can't make fun of Swifty because I couldn't see that.
Almost kicked up some chalk.
Ryan was right there, though.
Well, at least he's not standing in your way now, Nick. Glad you could join us on a beautiful Wednesday evening here in Bear. 2-1 pitch. Must have been
Ooh.
inside, 3-1.
Tell she wanted that one.
Well, the Phillies played an afternoon game. He said, I won't have any baseball. I'll have baseball to watch. This won't be the Phillies when I get home.
Yep.
That's grounded to nice play. Grounded to first base. Taken there by Morgan Moxley. Moxley and Mendick. I gotta make sure I don't get them mixed up. Moxley with a heck of a play there.
It's a great stab.
Route number 2 it was.
2 best first basemen in the state.
She's a vacuum cleaner over there. That brings up Edwards. Angelina Edwards. The lefty. Takes a cut, sends it deep to center. Reaching up for it and catching it is Kendall Brown, and that's going to do it for a 1. Well, not really a 1-2-3 inning, but a 3-batter inning there for Zenitis and the Bucks, and they'll come up in the bottom of the 3rd with the 1-0 lead, and we're going to be at the top of the lineup. It's going to be Brown, Diamede, and Moxley. So just looking at the schedule a little bit from today, I don't know how many finals are in. It is 7:30 so far tonight. It's in baseball. Let's get you some finals. Caesar Rodney over Nick Holdrier of Mount Pleasant. Sanford a shutout over Dickinson. Delcastle 6-3 win over First State Military. In boy, bless you, Jay. In boys lacrosse, it's Sanford over Tower Hill. Girls lacrosse, I think Tower Hill was playing when I drove by. I'm not sure. Sussex Academy, that's a good team. I saw them play. They can really play.
What's that?
Girls lacrosse. Lake Forest a winner, and Polytech over Indian River. I saw them against
Really good.
Yeah, Tatnall is very good. I saw Sussex Academy at Ursuline last week.
I think those three are all.
Your girls, of course, last year the finals was Archman, right, in Cape Henlopen. Your girls soccer finals from today, Tower 4, Conrad 1. It was Concord with a shutout over Howard, a shutout for Wilmington Friends over Wilmington Christian. In a double overtime game that I went to, St. Mark's on a free kick by Maddie Shepers defeats Ursuline 4-3. Fantastic game.
Wow.
Glasgow over McCain. William Penn edges Newark, and Delmarva Christian over Seaford. So that's what we have so far. There's some softball final. One softball final. 2-0 Newark over AI. That's a ground ball foul down the left field line, and that's stopped by the coach with a kick save for Kendall Brown. She's got an 0-1 count. Brown grounded out to Mendick her first time up. Edwards with the delivery. That one's grounded off to third baseman. It's a fair ball.
That was a rocket.
Brown rounds first. She's going to stay there. Yeah, it was what a poke. Sayani took a shot on that one, but she's waving him off. She says she's fine. That was definitely the hot corner. And she does not need any attention down there. Must have gotten her glove.
Calling that a hit also?
That's a hit.
Yeah. Okay, that's why.
That was a scorcher. Scorcher of a hit.
So Diomede, she walked her first time up. She scored the run.
I played the hot
Now
ball.
up with one batter on. That pitch out of the glove
Like it's a third.
of the catcher, and down to second goes Brown. I think she was on her way. I'm going to call that a stolen base
Easy steal.
since she was running already. So now the runner in scoring position for Diomede, followed by Moxley. So the hitters are coming in. Brooke Holdsworth on deck. Another pitch high, 2-0. Youngins out here tonight.
IHM. Not very well.
And we have
Time called.
Mendick. Not sure. Found something loose out there. Maybe a bracelet or who knows.
Threw it to a
Some
Caravel
teeth.
coach.
Yeah, maybe some teeth. Who knows?
Yeah. Maybe had some senior citizens wandering.
Senior citizens walk the bases?
It's like at Citizens Bank Park.
Exactly. Grounded past second baseman who was moving to her right. One run is home. Here comes the second run. She's going to score a 2-run single.
It's a one run.
1-run single, that's what I meant. For Veronica Diomede. I don't know who I was looking at. Must have been somebody on deck.
That was a tricky little play as she was moving to her right and the ball got hit right to her left. If she stayed where she was positioned originally, it would have went right to her.
She had a great call in there for a 2-run single, but it was just a 1-run single. Showing bunt, down it goes. It's going to be a sacrifice by Moxley.
That was absolutely perfect.
Moving Diomede to second.
Couldn't have done that any better.
So Brooke Holdsworth is the batter. She singled her first time up. And she's got Diomede at second. Scores 2-0 Buccaneers. As we are in the home stretch of the regular season. Except for baseball. They still have a little bit more of a stretch to go. And I think boys lacrosse.
I'll take a look.
That ball is sent to the shortstop. Diomede's going to take third, but they get out number 2, and that's the really important thing there for the Lions. Good job by Diomede. The ball's right in front of her, and she judged it and was got a good jump and made it to third. No problemo.
Tell you what, we got a lot of balls in play today. It's a good amount of action, and that's the kind of game you want.
It can't rain Saturday because I've got to do pool maintenance work, and that was my big day.
What's the pool maintenance?
That was rained out last Saturday. All right, so Michaela Walsh, the batter, she got the RBI sacrifice pop-up her first time up on the infield fly.
A very common infield fly score.
She just pops this one up. This is going to be into center field. Pusey's got it. And that's going to do it for the third. A run across on a couple of hits, and one runner left on base. After 3 innings already, it's 2-0 Caravel. We're back on Delaware Live, powered by 302.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com. First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve
Fourth inning action underway. I'm going to jinx this here, Craig. This is a quick moving game. Zanitis and Edwards. Here's the pitch from Casey, drilled into left field. That's a fair ball, and that's going to be a hit for McGinnis. So she's a leadoff hitter at first base for the Lions. Nice job of hitting there for Mady McGinnis. It'll bring up Mendick. She singled her first time up.
It's a good job by the left fielder to get that quickly. That could have been easily a double.
So Mendick's gonna, I mean, at the very least, you want to move the runner up. I know, Reagan's looking to do more than that. Big swing, no contact. A lot more than that, apparently.
Great pitch. Great.
Yeah, Jay
pitch.
said she is trying to tie the game, but she was down on one knee after that swing.
She was trying to take the lights off the scoreboard.
Yeah, like the natural. That's in the dirt. McGinnis is going to take second as it gets through the catcher, Rock. And we're going to call that, I'm going to call it a wild pitch because why not?
Easily moseys on down to second.
Just looking at the softball schedule for tomorrow. See if there's any some pretty compelling games in there. Conrad at Concord, I think could be a decent game. Concord's a pretty good team. I saw them play. Yeah, Conrad, we obviously saw them, and I think Concord, they gave St. Mark's a run for their money, and they can hit. Those girls can play up there.
Absolutely. They had some bad luck this year, but they got a good team.
DMA at Cesar Rodney, downstate. Mendick.
Hey, our first
That's the
strikeout.
first strikeout of the game, 1 out. She reached a little bit forward, but I think that was a good pitch.
Absolutely. She wouldn't give in with a fastball.
Apo at Smyrna tomorrow. Oh, no, rescheduled St. Mark's at Sussex Central tomorrow. And then Padua at Wilmington Charter. Also tomorrow. That's a 5:30 start. Popped up. Is it going to – that's right back to Zanitis for out number 2.
Zanitis didn't even have to leave
I
the
thought
circle.
it was like straight up, but it was popped up right to Casey. No, she didn't even – I think she was still on the rubber. So your batter with 2 quick outs rather is Cam Hoffman, the left fielder. She is 1 for 1. She singled in the second. McGinnis at second base. And that gets Cam right in the helmet.
Ooh.
The helmet comes off. I think she's fine.
I think she's more angry than anything else.
Yeah, he's still disappointed. I'm sure Casey's United was not going New York Mets on her. That's going to make it first and second with 2 outs. She says, I got it. She waved at the dugout on the way by. Trainer can stay right there.
That just sets up the slow trot when she hits a home run next time up.
Kylie Sayeni, the batter, she popped up to third her first time up. The Swiftie taking a minute to dust off the plate. That's a courtesy for the runner there. As the sun no longer an issue, it looks like, for the players. That pitch on the inside corner, strike 1. Jason can see, we can see. The catcher, that's the important one, and the umpire.
And the batter.
And the batter, yeah, I can't forget the batter. I'm most concerned about Dave Swift. Grounded down the third baseline, foul. 0-2, so this is definitely a pitcher's count here. As our cameraman number 1 has deserted us. 0-2 pitch, fouled off, and she's, like the Bee Gees said, staying alive.
Whew, man. I wouldn't want to be in the stands for that one.
Staying alive, staying alive. What was that for the that foul ball?
For now.
I wouldn't want to be on the listening end of me singing "Staying Alive."
Oh, I was just going to let it go.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Popped up.
Way
Who's
up.
got it? Who's got it? Looks like the first baseman, Moxley, puts it away, and that's out number 3. So they get out of a little bit of a jam, and we're going to head to the bottom of the 4th, still 2-0 Buccaneers. As we mentioned, we're coming into the home stretch for the high school sports. And you know it's a big day tomorrow if you're going to go out and watch some sports? My favorite sport, baseball. Why do you say that? I'll tell you. Jay, who do we have tomorrow? We've got
Sally's Cape. Number 1.
Salesianum and Cape. That's at Sally's. All right, we're going to have Caravel and DMA down in Newark National at 4 o'clock. Middletown and St. Mark's at 4 o'clock. There's some good games right there.
Caravel's got to win out to have any hope to get in the 12.
Apo at Smyrna. I know, I don't sleep on Smyrna. And Apo coming off a loss. Smyrna is a legit team. Dover and St. George's, and then tomorrow at 4:30, Tower Hill at Conrad. I saw Tower a couple times this year. It's not a bad team.
Conrad's ranked number 5.
Conrad's a good team. They got some pitchers, and they're fun to watch. So that was a pop up to pitcher for the 3rd out, and your batter for the Buccaneers, Haley Grigo. She flew to center field her first time up. Pitch is low, ball 1. I hate when you drop your cap in the grass. That pitch is upstairs, and it's 2-0. So I'm tempted to go watch Cape and Sally's tomorrow, but I just saw Sally's last night, and I'm going to go watch them on Saturday. So I'm going to go watch Middletown and St. Mark's because my little cousin is 6'3", and that was a hit by pitch off the helmet.
Man.
So we have the first lead-up batter on for the Bucks.
2 innings in a row with hit by pitches off the helmet.
Had 2 infield flies, 2 pitches off the helmet.
Yeah, it's one of those nights.
Must
Another
be,
song, the Eagles, one of those nights.
Yeah, it must be something in the air. I'm just looking up at the moon thinking if it was a full moon, but it is not.
That ball's grounded down the line, foul ball. Are you saying there's something in the air tonight? Oh, that's another one.
Phil Collins?
I got every song reference you can imagine.
Oh, yeah. We could probably do an entire broadcast.
We could do
where
it,
we
yeah.
do nothing but
Well, you
song
mentioned
references.
Full Moon Fever by Tom Petty. That's an album, not a song.
Bad Moon on the Rise,
They got
maybe?
Bad Moon Rising. There you go. Showing bunt. The pitch is short, and it hits her in the
I
foot.
think I hit her in the foot, yeah.
So 2 hit pitches in a row, hit batters in a row, and it's first and second. That's not going to do much damage to the metatarsals, however. That ball is not moving very quickly.
Yeah, that was a bouncer.
So that brings up the catcher, Zeta Rock. That was Layla Rock who just got hit in the foot. Looks like she's refusing medical attention.
Waving off the medics.
So Edwards with 2 batters on. Showing bunt. Did she go? She did not. The runner advances from second to third on the drop pitch. Layla Rock stays put at first. Imagine she'll be on the run on this pitch. They showed bunt. Not with the runner at third. Maybe not. Zeta Rock popped up her first time up with a slight delay. I think umpire is explaining something to Yeah, they have. I don't know. They have a ball on the board, but you can't always rely on the scoreboard.
I called it a ball too, but
That's why I thought maybe she offered at it.
Yeah, they might say she offered at it while bunting, but
That's
wow.
pitches way upstairs. Here
That's
comes
gonna score
the
one
runner,
easy.
and that is Grigo, and she makes it 3-0. Rock advances to second on the wild pitch.
Edwards gonna have to calm herself down here. She's getting a little wild
Yeah,
here.
and she's missing upstairs.
Majorly.
Oh, pardon me. I think she's got to get back into a rhythm here. Hit those 2 batters in a row, but and she's been missing high today.
Oh, absolutely. And we've seen her get in these kind of streaky grooves where she can be really good, but then also she can be a little wild.
That one upstairs and outside. So it's 3 balls and no strikes to Zeta Rock, with Paige Richardson, the right fielder, on deck, and we have just a meeting at the mound here. Morgan Liskey out talking to Angelina Edwards, as a good catcher does. Yeah, the only thing I'm bummed about is I'd like to see Cape, but I'm going to think maybe I'll see him down the line a little bit. That pitch is high for ball 4, and it's first and second. Still nobody out here in the 4th. 3-0 Caravel. Thanks for joining us on a Wednesday night. Mike Lang, Craig Wiskowski, Jason Winchell. Pops is here, and Nick is in front of the dugout on the first base side, taking some photos for us.
He's in the line of fire for any.
He's not.
lefties over there.
Nothing scares him though. He's ready. The batter's going to be Paige Richardson. And she's got 2 ducks on the pond. She popped up her first time up. She's showing bunt and gets it. Oh, is that caught in the air? It is. And out.
A little bit of
Maybe,
confusion there.
Who
but
caught that? Was that Mendick?
Yeah,
That's going to be a top play candidate. Reagan Mendick.
absolutely.
Unbelievable play.
Wow. Then a little bit of confusion as to.
I saw she definitely got it in the air, but what a play.
Yeah, she stabbed
by
that in the air,
Mendick.
definitely.
I'll have to watch that later tonight.
It's a shame
Wow.
there wasn't anybody covering first there. It could have had an easy
I
double play.
hope we were able to see it between the umpire there. Just an unreal play there from Mendick. Nick may have gotten a real great shot. We have a pinch runner at second base now. This is number 30. Now I'm going to go back to my phone. Number 33. Let's check this out. This is Jules Iannone. Is your pinch runner. Ball 1. So runners at first and second now with 1 out. Ball 2, 2-0. Kendall Brook, the batter. I think I neglected to mention that. And now she's got a 3-ball head start here.
Oh, almost got her.
Quick throw down there to second base, and McGinnis kind of snuck in behind.
Yeah, threw behind her and she's kind of taking her time getting back.
You don't want to be the pinch runner getting caught
No.
at second base. That ball's poked in the left field deep and off the base of the fence. Here comes 1 run home, and that's going to be a 2-run double. Another single.
It's the
Boy,
longest
what's going on with
single of
Lyman?
all time.
I'm messed up here tonight. And that's a courtesy runner at second base.
It's all right. You're being generous. You're trying to give
Yeah, I'm
everybody.
trying to help him out. But it's going to be a long single to the fence by Kendall Brown. I looked up and I saw the runner. I think I saw the next batter standing at the plate. That's my excuse.
That might have been the longest single of all time.
So it's still first and second. Even
Great play by Busey.
the runner, yeah, Pusey did make a nice play there. That ball
Speaking of
sent to
Pusey,
center field. Pusey's got it. Makes a good play coming in on it. Fires toward third. Cut there by the shortstop, and that's going to be out number 2.
yeah, Pusey really set that one up. You could tell she was getting ready to fire that thing.
Yeah, and Brown took second when the throw was headed toward Griffin. That was a great throw by Pusey.
That was a rocket.
So the courtesy runner is Katrina Barron, number 18. She's at third base. Sorry about, I'm mixing up runs here left and right. Another fly ball. This one toward center.
Peyton
Pusey's
again.
got it, and just like that, the inning's over. Another run as they're putting up the picket fence. They get 2 in that inning, however. It's 4-0 Caravel. We're going to take a break because I think I need one. We're back after this.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy.
But have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy.
But have you tried Premier?
All right, back to Caravel 4-0 Buccaneers as the Lions are looking for some offense here against Casey Zanitis, who's done a nice job, not overpowering Craig, but she's getting the job done, keeping the ball for the most part on the ground.
Exactly. She's been keeping the ball low in the zone, changing speeds a lot. She seems to have really scouted this Red Lion team well because she pitches to each individual batter the way they need to be pitched to. It's pretty impressive.
Lions did load the bases with 1 out in the second when they had 3 consecutive singles. And then they had a runner in the third that was caught stealing, and they had a single and a hit pitch in the last inning. So they had first and second with 2 outs last inning. But thus far, unable to drive in the run. Kimura Neal is going to lead things off here. Showing the slap hit, but lets that one go. That's a strike. She's got a lot of speed, so if she gets that ball down that line, that's going to be a tough play down there for Grigo. But she is in on the bag, in front of the bag down at third. Sends it to the first base side. Moxley picks it up before it can bounce foul. Out, number 1. Good play there by Moxley.
Yeah, to your point, if she bounces it to the third base side, she can beat it out very easily, but she chops it just like that.
Yeah, I thought
Nothing
Morgan
doing.
Moxley did a good job because I think that ball would have probably gone foul had she not gone up and gotten it on the big hop.
Agreed.
Pusey, the batter. She is 0 for 1 with a walk, and much to our surprise, caught stealing.
Yeah, that was very surprising, but it was
great
a
play by
perfect-
Zeta Rock, though. A great throw.
Perfect throw.
Yeah, you need to do that to get her out on a steal. That is a strike called, and it looks like it's 1-1.
I'm not sure Peyton's going to get that fastball. It's been a lot of off-speed stuff to her all day today.
Yep, 5th inning action here at Caravel. Glad you could join us. We're happy to be here today. This is when we decided to do this game, I said, that sounds like a lot of fun.
I agree.
Red Lion and Caravel. Can't go wrong with these 2 teams.
Yeah, this is a fun game.
Opposite field, played there by Diamede. She's got to hurry, and she does. Out number 2.
Whew,
Good
still
play
almost
by
beat it
Veronica
out.
Diamede, yeah. So 2 outs here for the Bucks. You cannot waste any time with that kind of speed from the left-handed batter's box, too, going down the line. And that brings up Elena Griffin. She is 0 for 2.
But we know she's got that pop when she needs it.
Absolutely flashes a bunt, but pulls the bat back 1-0. what I like about Caravel, and you come out here, the people are all around the field, so you can just pick a spot and watch the game.
Left field always crowded.
That's a swing, and it's going to be 1-1. They're looking for souvenirs over there.
Yeah, always a good crowd on the left field fence. Last time we were here, it's 4 deep on that left field fence.
Yeah, you had to get your tickets early.
Apparently.
Little hesitation there from Zanitis. Took something off of it and just missed. 2-1.
Yeah, Zanitis has really been in control all night long. They haven't been able to figure her out.
It's just a bit outside. I don't want to embarrass Casey. I just make myself feel old because I've known Casey since she was born.
Oh man.
Casey's mom and I have been friends for a long, long time. That hits the batter, and it's going to be
Another hit by pitch.
Another hit by pitch. Griffin didn't really do much to get out of the way, but she did not go into the ball. That's the key.
Yeah.
She took the hit. She didn't really make an effort to move, but she did not throw her knee out there intentionally. So.
Yeah, I was coming right at her.
So yeah, Casey saw her growing up playing in Claymont girls softball.
Wow.
Scattered thunderstorms. What's that for Saturday? That ball's popped up. Is it playable? It is not. It hits off the roof.
So close.
Of the dugout.
That's why I don't park along the street.
Oh, I'm over by the preschool. But by the time I got here, there were not many spots left.
For
but even last night for baseball, I parked on the other side of the gym.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where I wanted to park, but there was no spot, so I parked by the baseball field. Since there was no baseball tonight.
That pitch bounces up there. 2-1. I was at Archery the other day yesterday watching baseball, and I see people park along like right next to the field, and I just don't get it.
Never
I don't get it. I saw a truck take one to the driver's side window last year. That's grounded up the middle. By Daimiti.
Wow.
Reaches out and tags the bag with her glove for the third out of the game. Top play candidate, Veronica Daimiti. Wow.
Incredible. Diving stop, and then has the presence of mind to scramble to the second base bag and tag it with her glove. That was incredible.
Scored a fielder's choice, 6 unassisted, as she kind of reached out and touched somebody, in this case the second base bag, for the out. And we're seeing some defense here today, ladies and gentlemen.
It's been a good one. We have the ball being hit all around the yard, but a lot of great defensive plays. Probably had 2 or 3 top play candidates in the last 2 innings alone.
I used to tell my kids that's just like your dad used to play them in Claymont Little League.
I was a Naaman's Little League guy.
Naaman's played at Dyer Field a number of times. Like
There you go.
That's where my senior league games were. The big field is Dyer Field.
Yep.
The little field, I forget who it was named after. So we have a couple of play candidates there, Nick. As we head to the bottom of the 5th. Coming up for the Buccaneers, it's going to be Holdsworth, Walsh, and Grigo as they have the 4-0 lead on the Lions. So some defense tonight. The hitting has not been like the big bombs. It's been a lot of singles and some hit by pitches. And some base running. We have not seen the long ball yet. I don't want to jinx anybody here. But
A lot of line drives, a lot of grounders, a lot of bouncers.
very solid. It's a very solid softball game.
Yeah, and it's been a defensive game. We've seen a lot of great defensive plays, as we just said.
And I
Probably
think, one strikeout?
Only 1 strikeout, yeah. And probably 2 top play candidates in the last 2 innings alone.
I know, but you're screwed. We're going to be holding on to the tent there. And trying to keep it
We'll have to see what the weather's like on Saturday. We were hoping, for our viewers, we're hoping to get a game in on Saturday, but we have to pay attention to our social media. We want to do the Salesianum St. Mark's baseball just to give you guys a little heads up, but it's really going to depend on the weather.
Weekends have not been kind recently.
Nope. So if you like good rival baseball action, that's the one to do. Craig, you can go watch Salesianum at Archmere next week. I think it's the end of the regular season up there.
Yep, my alma mater, Archmere Academy.
Talked to my nephew yesterday. He said that was one place where he never played because they had the COVID year. I think they were scheduled to play there that year.
Oh.
And they did not play there. And I told him that's one high school field I did play on because when I was in Claymont Senior League, that was one of the fields we used. It was Archmere Academy.
There you go.
There were no dugouts. There were open dugouts at that point.
Yeah, they didn't have the dugouts till recently.
And I was watching. I've watched a lot of baseball up there because it's close to my home, and they have. Remember, like at Enron Field or Minute Maid Park in Houston, they used to have the hill in center field. That's a foul ball off the bat of Holdsworth.
Oh, you went with Enron Field.
Yeah, well, that was the originally. Well, they had the hill in Archmere out in left field.
Yep.
There's the hill up to the fence, and I saw a couple guys reach that yesterday, but nobody poked it out. There was a home run to right field. Here's a deep fly ball to right. It's going to stay in the park. It bounces up. Oh, played in. It's going to be a double for Holdsworth. That was going to bounce over, but it played by the right fielder, Sophia Lashy.
Pulled that one back into the field of play. That was impressive.
Kimura Neal was listed as the right fielder to begin the game.
We got a
so
pinch runner.
McGinnis is not in the field now, so it's Kimura Neal at second base, and they have Lashy in right field. That ball is going to bounce over. Lashy said not so fast, reached over and grabbed it, but that's going to be a double either way for Holdsworth.
And it looks like number 25, Olivia Rexroad, is pinch running.
So Rexroad in. Holdsworth, the designated player, and who knows the rules. She might be able to come back in and just. I need a PhD in substitution patterns. That's going to get the runner to third. Oh, and dropped it first, safe. And now coming home is Rexroad, and she scores. Good heads-up base running by Olivia Rexroad.
Bit of unfortunate defense there for Red Lion. Looked like a good play, but it just kind of bounced off the top of her glove.
Yeah, I think the throw was there. I had to give the error to first base, unfortunately.
And good hustle by Rexroad. Good heads-up
Yeah, saw the
play.
ball bounce just a few feet away. She was on her way to third as soon as it hit, and when she saw that ball bounce away from Mendick, she was on her horse going home. That makes it 5-0. So another run for the Bucks. They have scored in every inning tonight except the second.
Starting to stretch out this lead a little bit.
It doesn't feel like a 5-0 game, you know, but
doesn't.
It's like the death by 1,000 cuts here tonight.
That's a great way to put it. It does not feel like it's that big of a deficit. It feels like much closer than it is. But, hey, it is 5 runs.
This is Greiger. That was Michaela Walsh, by the way, that had that hit. Was that St. Mark's scoreboard? Yeah, I've been out there to watch a couple games.
I haven't seen that. That's impressive.
Out there at Nick Galsandrini Field. No, it's not Nick. Nick's grandpop, Gene.
Ooh.
Gene Alessandrini. Field's named after him at St. Mark's. I got to do a story on the great Mr. A after he, it was just before he retired from St. Mark's. And he was a great dude, man, Mr. Alessandrini. And all your St. Mark's veterans, all the graduates, they'll tell you stories about Mr. Ray. As we have a walk, it's going to put runners at first and second.
It's a real close pitch.
So nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth, and a meeting at the mound for the Lions.
You got to pull your daughter out of the game.
Liskey is back behind the plate. We're going to see. It looks like Kimura Neal is going to come on and pitch for the Lions. Kimura Neal is just making the tour of the field.
She's going for the cycle.
Yeah. Speaking of that, there was a cycle today. Who did it? The guy Turner from Dodgers. It's the one that.
I believe it. Wasn't the Guardians game postponed today?
So it was somebody from the Brewers
every time people say Guardians,
and the Reds.
I immediately wonder who they're talking about. I cannot get used to it.
I can't deal with that
Yeah,
The Commanders.
Yeah,
I like Guardians better than Commanders.
Yeah, Guardians, I'm more okay with than Commanders.
I don't really like the Washington football team. Actually, I thought it was pretty cool. I could have left it at that, but I'm not a fan of that franchise because they're in the same division as the Eagles. So
yeah, I was fine with Washington football team. Or just do Washington Football Club, almost like you know, European football and soccer.
Third cycle, and the other one to have 3 was Turner of the Dodgers. That's where I heard.
They were talking about the Phillies. The last one was I know the name.
wasn't Greg Jeffries. That was years and years ago.
First year in Citizens Bank Park.
What's his name?
David Bell.
David Bell.
David Bell. I'd like to forget him.
Yelich has had 3 since.
And I believe all three have been against the Reds.
And the Phillies haven't had any.
All right, so Neal into pitch, relieving Edwards. She comes in with runners on first and second and nobody out.
Edwards went to second.
Edwards, they just switched positions, so Angeline Edwards at second base now. Second base is getting a variety of players out there. A strike called, and it's 0-1. We have Sophia Lashley literally right in front of us. Bunt showed, but it's a ball, and it's going to be 1-1.
I did get the official word that Swifty called seniority today, and now he's behind the plate. And it was 4 sports he refereed.
So apparently he did another, Dave Swift did another sport. There is a bunt foul off to the first base side, 1-2.
Hey, speaking of Crygo, how you doing, buddy? What's up? We were talking about you earlier.
Look who's here, man.
Yeah, your dad was here the other night.
Heck of a year.
Yeah, Brandon Grigo joined us. We had to throw the headset on him.
A special guest appearance.
Yeah, why not? As he is a heck of a baseball player. That pitch is upstairs. And is that a full count? It's 2-2.
Do we have clearance? I'll slap this headphone right.
Yeah, there we
headset
go.
Right
Just-
on his head.
And he might mess up his hair.
Oh.
He's got beautiful
don't
hair.
do that.
So it's 2-2. Grigo's, he can play, man. He can flat out play. That ball's fouled into the batting cage area.
Oh,
I think it hit her chair.
it did.
That's not right.
That was heads up. Good thing she got out of the way.
Count remains 2-2. It's good to come out and support the cousin.
His dad was here last game. He informed me he hit a home run against Middletown.
He's a player.
Scored the only run.
Oh, a little Neal took something off that pitch, and you had to see Layla Rock hold that swing up.
She did.
And then was able to get a piece of it and send it into the bleachers behind the plate.
She held it up about 3/4 of the way through, and then defensively popped that thing over the bleachers.
Count remains 2-2. So Neal looking for the out here. Throws a little bit low.
She's having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone.
Kind of thrown into a tough spot here.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks like it's a full count now. So we'll see if the runners are off. There's nobody out here in the 5th. She gets the swing and a miss. Throw to first. Got her.
Oh.
Oh, no. I
Oh.
thought she was out.
That,
The runner did take third base on the play.
wow, that looked like absolutely dead to rights out at first, but called safe.
Yeah, I thought she had her.
I agree with you.
But that's going to be out number 1. Runners at the corners now for the batter, Zeta Rock, the catcher.
That looked like a
He's the only one that matters.
strike him out, throw him out.
So good job there by Kimura Neal to get the first out of the inning. This pitch is high, and they're not even going to throw to second base as the base is taken by Haley Grigo. Boy, Brandon would have maybe gotten all over her case if she got thrown out at first base on that play.
On a throw behind of all things.
Because I know if one of my cousins, it happened to one of them, it'd be all over. There's no mercy in my family.
Well, hey, all my cousins taught me how to play sports, like Jason Winchell over here.
I played a lot of baseball when I was a kid with Mark Sophie, Zach's dad. play and Mark's brothers. Pitch is high.
I bet you didn't fare too well, did you?
Well, let's say my cousin Pete was probably the best of the brothers playing baseball. But Mark was pretty good too. Zach's better than all of us.
No, I was curious to say, Zach's there.
Zach is better than all of us, that's for sure. And Brian Lang, pretty darn good too.
Yeah, so yeah, I was going to say Brian Lang's really damn real.
So we have a 3-0 count here. And that's going to be ball 4. The runner starts and stops. So it's going to be bases loaded with 1 out.
Just thought better of it.
Not a lot of room back there.
No.
You have seen one run come home on a wild pitch today.
That last game, it's got to go to the left or to the right, because if it hits straight back, it's not a lot of room.
Yeah,
There's
it's
only
gotta,
a few feet back there.
it's got to kick towards first or third to have a chance for anybody from third to score on a wild pitch.
So we're going to have the courtesy runner for the catcher. It's got to be the same batter, same as before, right? I think
I think so for Curtis. I think.
that's number, it looks like 18. And that's I think it's Iannone, if I remember right. And that says, Katrina Barron, number 18. She was, Iannone ran for somebody else. So bases loaded, 1 out here in the 5th, 5-0 Buccaneers. The batter is Paige Richardson. Ball 1.
We talked about this one not being as big of a lead as it really is, but it could
It's getting there.
balloon in a hurry. Trying to choose my words carefully, but yeah, it could balloon in a hurry here.
Yeah, Caravel's in a good spot. There's a ground ball to third. Play is at home, and they get the force out. So fielder's choice. Nice play there
Great stab.
at third base spot. Yeah, that is Sayani, and she made a nice play going home. So score at 5-2 for out number 2.
It's one of those situations where you got to know where you're going before the play even happens. Just got to have it in your head
Oh, yeah,
where you're going.
most definitely. She knew if it was hit sharp and at me, I'm going home. That's 2 outs. Nice play there by the Lions. And the batter is the leadoff hitter, Kendall Brown. She is 2 for 3 tonight with a run batted in and a run scored. And a stolen base.
Active night.
Kendall likes to get out and move around and get the uniform dirty. Pitch is upstairs, 2-0. No place to put her.
No, we got bases full of bucks here.
We got to run up the flagpole here, and that'd be kind of awesome.
Like our Red Lion perch
There
out
you
in
go.
center field.
Swing, sent out to Edwards. She short hops, fires to
Wow.
first base, and gets the out. And tell you what, a great job there by the Lions, holding Caravel to just 1 run in that inning. It really seems like it felt like more, didn't it? But score 4-3, and that's out number 3. Let's take a break. We're back with the 6th inning. You're watching high school softball and Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
His team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com. First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care.
All right, back for the 6th inning here in Bear, Delaware. Where? Bear. And it's Mady McGinnis is going to, if she's still in the game, that looks like McGinnis up there, so she's going to bat. She was not in the field that time, but looks like that looks like her batting. If it is McGinnis, she's 1 for, it is McGinnis, 1 for 2 tonight with a single. So McGinnis back at the plate.
I keep saying for these games, I need to bring my binoculars.
I have some in my car doing me no good right here.
And I always forget.
Glenn always has them because Glenn's prepared. He's like a Boy Scout.
Oh, always.
He's got
the charts.
Charts and
Oh,
everything.
man.
He's
a pro.
He is. Zenitis with the little off-speed stuff there and gets strike 1 on McGinnis. It's 1-1. Lions looking for that first run. You got to get the first run. Two and 1. That's inside corner, 2-2.
Great pitch.
Craig, tomorrow night, I'm going to be at the Delaware Sports Museum and Hall of Fame induction dinner.
Very nice.
Should be a lot of fun. I'm not doing over the edge. I wanted to. Swing and miss.
Got
Struck her out. I was going to go watch Sally's and Radnor lacrosse, but I was invited to the dinner.
7. I might be there.
That is
They
going to
play
be a game.
Radnor, Pennsylvania comes down.
Radnor beat Kate. Radnor's good. Yeah.
Sal's come off a tough loss at Malvern.
I was told Radnor's better than Malvern Prep this year.
Yeah. Yeah. I was told same thing. Yep.
So they continue their real tough schedule. They've acquitted themselves well this year.
Yes,
that pitch
they have.
is low.
One of the
ball
best,
one.
one of the best boys lacrosse teams I've ever seen.
Radnor and Mal.
They did. They just squeaked by Cape, but Cape's a good team.
Yeah, Cape's a very good team. They're
That
They're
pitch
deep.
is low too. I went out to Archmere in the rain on Saturday and watched the Auks and
Yeah.
Sanford, and after a slow first quarter, it was all Archmere in that one.
it's a great win by the Auks.
Yeah. Sanford isn't the Sanford.
So that pitch is low.
Yeah.
3-0. Speaking of Sanford lacrosse, if you're in Hockessin tomorrow, Tower Hill at Sanford, 4 p.m. Oh, I'm sorry, that is today. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong date.
Sanford won.
Sanford a winner over the Hillers. Strike called inside corner, 3-1. So tomorrow, Newark Charter is at Archmere.
That'll be a good one.
Mount Pleasant at Brandywine, 6:30 p.m. Well, Brandywine School District action. That ball's grounded deep short. Diomede got it. She can't hang on. I'm going to call it a base hit for
That was a hard hit ball.
Mendick, for Reagan Mendick.
That was going to be tough anyway in the hole.
So senior night tomorrow at Brandywine for the Bulldogs against district rival Green Knights. DMA at Middletown. That's 6:30 tomorrow night, and then Radnor, Pennsylvania. Radnor at Salesianum. So batting for the Lions is Raven Liskey, number 4. She's going to bat for Morgan Liskey.
How appropriate.
And we're going to have a conference at the mound.
Meeting at the mound.
So just trying to keep you up to date on stuff that's going on, because that's what we do here.
DMA, the new 5th-ranked team in the state for boys lacrosse.
So the Caravel lacrosse today was against Ursuline right here. I was watching Ursuline soccer today, and that was a lot of fun. I saw Ursuline lacrosse the other day. Well, a lot of girls. Tower Hill at Tatnall today. That Tatnall lacrosse team is something else.
Scored 26 goals there today.
They do not have a shortage of goal scorers, that's for sure. Most of them, Lydia Colasenti and Terrence Singer, Katrina Cattermole, they have some players on that team. So Friends at Sanford girls tomorrow. St. Mark's at Smyrna. Newark Charter against Padua at the Chase Fieldhouse. 0-1 is the count. 6th-inning action here
Girls lacrosse
from Caravel.
before softball on Sunday.
A little bit ahead of that one. 0-2
Mike Lang's gonna drive
on
that
Raven
over.
Liskey. Mike Lang will not be driving it over.
The live action of the committee meeting. No?
I don't think they want me in their meeting.
Nah.
Pitch is high, 1-2.
Strap a GoPro on you.
Yeah, why not?
It is open to the public.
It is open to these meetings are open to the public.
If anybody wants to go, feel free.
They are open to the public. That is correct.
No virtual.
Pitch is a little low and outside, and it's 2-2 on Raven Liskey. So, in case you missed it earlier, weather permitting, we're hoping to have St. Martin's Louisiana baseball for you on Saturday. There's a pop-up
Way up.
back, and looks like it's going to be dropped.
Dropped.
So, new life for Liskey.
The rare mistake on defense.
Yeah, Caravel has been really good tonight, and then that just, she was right up against the fence. I'm not trying to get any excuse for her. She's going to tell you she's got to make that catch, but that's, she's facing away from the field, and I want to cut her a break.
They've been very technically sound on defense tonight.
Caravel's been very good. That pitch just a hair outside, and it's a full count.
Yeah, I tell you what, Red Lion hasn't had many opportunities with base runners tonight. A walk here, I think it's the first time they would have touched second base tonight.
Well, they had bases loaded way earlier in the game, but it's been a while. There's strike 3 called, and that's out number 2. 2 strikeouts in this inning for Zenitis. We've had not many strikeouts. That's her third in the game. But from a spectator's point of view, seeing all these balls in play is great.
Oh, it's fantastic. This is the problem with Major League Baseball.
Yeah,
really.
too many.
Not
It's all
enough.
strikeouts and home runs.
Exactly.
There's been balls in play all night here tonight. And we have a, not sure what's going on, but we're going to have the batter's going to be Cam Hoffman. She is 1 for 1, been on base twice with a single, and she was hit by a pitch. Sends that one toward third base, and that's just foul. 2 outs here, top of the 6th. The Bucks with a 5-0 lead. Just a lot of base runners tonight for Caravel, and then they've done the job moving them up and scoring them. And good base running. Balls bounce away an inch, they're taking the extra base.
Absolutely. Caravel hasn't been hitting the long ball. They're not scoring in bunches. 1 run at a time here and there. Sound, fundamental softball.
Yep, and they held the lines off the board. And now we have 2 outs in the 6th. Zenitis winds. Right down the middle. Strike 2, 1-2 on Cam Hoffman. Kylie Sayani waits on deck.
Let's see if she'll get the opportunity.
Half swing. Are they going to check? I don't think she really didn't move the bat, so that's going to be ball 2. Swifty didn't even ask for help. He didn't need that help there.
It's one of those kind of waste me pitches, trying to get her to chase
Yeah, she
it.
goes for it. Why not, right? And she did go for that one.
Got
Strike
her.
3. Struck out the side. And tonight is getting stronger as tonight goes on. No runs and a hit, 1 left. We move to the bottom of the 6th. Still 5-0 Caravel. And how about we tell you about our sponsor? Our game of the week is brought to you by First State Orthopedics. They are our official Game of the Week sponsor. First State Orthopedics has 29 physicians in 16 locations. I probably need all of them, which provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions and are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. They serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Their doctors are readily available to all the local emergency departments, medical aid, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give them a call today, 302-322-3400, or visit firststateortho.com. Be sure to mention you saw their ad live on Delaware Live Sports. I think my mom needed an ortho. She had a hip replacement 2 days ago.
Wow.
So some new hardware in there for Mary, and she's at hanging out with my aunts, her 2 sisters. She's gonna be living with them for a month or so.
Well, we all wish her a speedy recovery.
I'm sure she's not watching.
Oh, you're talking about your mom.
Yeah, mom's had the old hip replacement,
Yep.
and got to spend a few days in beautiful Philadelphia at Jeff.
I'm blaming her for the Goldie Wall.
Mary Lang?
Mom, because
Yeah.
She was at Jefferson Hospital. Oh no!
Oh, that's where my sister-in-law works, so they went to Jeff.
And that said, that's where all of you.
Apparently, that's the place to go if you need orthopedic work done, like that kind of orthopedic work.
Really good.
If you need local stuff and it's not a replacement, it's First State Orthopedics. As we move to the bottom of the sixth, Veronica Diamede to lead off. She's been on base twice, a walk, and a single run scored RBI. So we just wait for the music to subside here.
They definitely have a playlist here, as the last few times we've been
I
here.
gotta tell you, not my playlist, but hey, I'm
Yep.
not in charge here.
DMX seems to be very common on their playlist, I've noticed.
So if you're gonna pick three letters, I'd probably go with like, REM, maybe, or REO, Speedwagon.
OAR.
There you go. There you go.
I'll go that direction.
So Kimura Neal came on last inning in relief. Bounces that one up there for ball one for Diamede. She'll be followed by Moxley and Holdsworth. And if they get a runner on base, Michaela Walsh.
And she's had some control problems since she's come in, mostly low.
Yeah, well, like I said, they somehow have been wiggling out of these innings, but Caravel not scoring in bunches tonight.
No, it's a shame Red Lion hasn't been able to take advantage of the fact that Caravel's only put 5 on the board. I say only, but they've put up some crooked numbers this year,
Yeah.
so 5 is not very many for them.
And they've had a lot of runners tonight, except the second. They went down 1-2-3 in the second, but that's the only perfect inning for the Lions. You see a lot of base runners. The bases loaded last inning, the bases loaded the inning before. 2 runners on in the fourth, and bases loaded in the first. So lots of opportunities for the Bucks. And they've gotten enough of those runs across to have a comfortable lead here. 2-0 pitch, just a bit upstairs. Did you catch that?
She
That's
caught
That's
that.
a great catch by Liskey.
It is.
Swifty's bailing, but Liskey's all over that.
Shorty's thanking.
How many times do you think that guy's been hit by foul balls in his life? You probably can't even count. That's ball 4.
Walked her on 4 straight.
Would not be surprised to see Diamede take off here. Moxley with some pop. She's been on base once. She's 1 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt. Here comes Neal. Good pitch. Sent to third base. Nice play. Sayani knocks it down. I'm going to call that a base hit, but that ball was popped
Wow.
to third base.
That was a laser to third base.
I looked into left field to see it rolling down the line, but Sayani had knocked it dead. No, 2-1 and nobody out here in the 6th for Brooke Holdsworth. She has a single and a double tonight and a run scored. Oh, man. What is today, Wednesday? Yeah.
It would appear we
tracking
have
this.
another pinch runner
Uh-oh.
on first base, Leia Richardson, number 27 for Caravel.
Okie doke.
Kind of snuck her way in there.
That ball's grounded foul. They were not going to get a play at first base in that rolled foul. In fact, I thought it was off the batter's foot, but it was not. It's just kind of a spinner in front of the plate there. 0-1 as the temperatures dipped just a little bit here. Still pretty comfortable out.
Yeah, just a light jacket needed.
That ball sent to shortstop, knocked down, and no play. And the bases are loaded.
Yeah, that was
for
another
Walsh.
another rocket shot right at Griffin. She knocked it down, but could not make a play anywhere.
So you're looking at Holdsworth there. She's on base for the 3rd time tonight. Here's Walsh. She has a run batted in on a sack bunt, and she's been on base on an error.
That was a
There's
healthy
swing
cut.
and a miss, or a foul tip rather. 0-1. Yeah, she's trying to end it here. Of course, if the Bucks score 5, this game will be over. But that's double what they have now. So let's worry about 6 through 9 first.
I'm so used to Goldie Beacom.
That ball bounces in. Yeah, the Goldie Beacom baseball. We had our crews over at Piedmont. That's a long day. Nick powered through. I saw a foul ball hit the dugout right next to him.
I don't know how he did it. Yeah, it did. It went right past me. And they were like, you gotta dive. It's all rocks.
It's and then as the game went on, you could see Nick's shadow creeping onto the field.
Yeah, did you? All I know is thank God like 2 people came in the second game because I had nothing left.
2-1. Upstairs, 3-1.
Bases are full of Bucks. There's nowhere to put her.
And then I went to work. Yeah, I know. That's crazy. After a 2
Yeah,
hour nap,
she needs to throw a strike here just to get something over.
3:30
It's kind of in a
I
bit of a
slept all day,
jam
I
here.
played
You know,
every game.
you don't want to serve up a meatball, but you're trying to throw strikes. Here's the pitch from Neal. That is a strike, and it's grounded to third off the glove of Sayeni. Everybody moves up 70 feet, and a run is home.
That's 3 straight hit to third base or short that they couldn't handle. Too hot to handle. The last 2 have probably been. I don't want to say they should have been picked, but you know, normally Red Lion makes that play.
I'm glad I'm not the official scorer for that.
Yeah, they're definitely kind of in between.
They're in between
plays there.
So your batter is Grigo. Haley Grigo. She's been on base twice. She's been hit by a pitch and walked. So officially 0 for 1 with a run scored. She scored on a wild pitch in the 4th inning. I'm going to get them my walk-up music library. I think it'll liven things up down here.
There you go.
We're going to have live.
I think we just have to throw some Van Halen in there.
I like that. That'll work.
Can't go wrong with Eddie Van Halen.
Metallica.
Metallica, you could do that.
Mine would be Enter Sandman.
Absolutely.
I've had Lionel Richie. I'm kidding. I mean, he might have some. Who knows?
What's what? Dancing on the ceiling?
Dancing on the ceiling. There you go.
You might be.
How
That'll
about
work.
yeah? You could do walk-up music. Be like once, twice, 3 times a lady.
Wow, you really know how to put a dance.
Yeah. That'd be the end of the game.
Really know how to
1-1.
Really know how to clear out a room.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, we wouldn't do that. Swing and is that a fair ball? That's going to be a foul ball, so 1 and 2. Yeah, I'm kidding. Hey, for your Lionel Richie fans, nothing wrong with that song. It's not a walk-up song.
Hey, anything's a walk-up song if you make it one.
We've
heard a lot of different walk-up songs at
yeah.
Beacom, okay? We got some
Yeah, Goldie Beacom for sure has some interesting
well,
walk-up music.
I know everybody wants to put Cashmere in there, but I would do some Led Zeppelin, maybe something besides Cashmere.
Yeah, Chase Utley made Cashmere famous.
That's grounded down the third base line. That's a fair ball. 1 run is home. This time I know it. A second run is going to score, and it's going to be another single. 2 runs. That makes it 8-0. That scoreboard's quick.
puts the game-winning run on first with no outs.
Craig, I knew that time that 2 runs scored.
I was giving you your glory moment there.
I had to hit that one.
If that run from first scores, that'll end the game. Or if she pops one out of the yard here, that'll also end the game.
Layla Rock, the batter. So that's a 2-run single there for Grigo. Here's a fly ball into right. It's short, and it's going to drop in. Runners had the hold, so everybody's going to move up on base. We have bases loaded and nobody out. And the winning run is at second base in the form of Haley Grigo. So a single for Rock on base for the 2nd time. She was hit by a pitch earlier.
The phrase of the night is bases full of Bucks.
Yeah, they've had a lot of base runners tonight, and this is not the first multiple run inning they've had, but they're really bringing them home and putting the crooked number up. And the batter is Zeta Rock, and she pokes it down the left field line, just foul. That would have ended the game there.
Almost ended it. Almost sent the Caravel faithful home happy.
It's a great job by Zenitis tonight to keep them off base, and their defense was really good too.
She's been fantastic. She's controlled the game all night from the pitcher's mound, and I tell you, with pitcher's circle, excuse me. And she's just kept them off balance and pitched a gem.
The red line, nothing to hang their heads about. This is still a really good team. That's grounded to third, tags first, third for one, goes to first, double play.
Wow.
A run does score, but a great play there by Sayeni. Goes 5-3 for 2.
For all of the mistakes on that side of the field this inning, that was an incredible double play, a very heads-up double play.
So the batter is going to be Paige Richardson, 9-0. The winning run is at second base now. But that was a great play by Kylie Sayeni. Here's the pitch, fouled into the fence. So it's a double play, no run batted in on the play, on a double play. So sorry about that, Zeta Rock. You're not getting an RBI. Not from this score right here.
Long single or a double ends this one.
That ball's popped up and out of play. And now it's 2-strike count.
Good catch by a fan there.
It went behind the dugout.
Yeah, it was a little out
kind of next to the bleachers.
Out of our view here from the camera.
I was just reacting to the crowd noise over there. That ball's ground to third, and that to third, and that's foul. Umpire makes the stop. So once again, thanks for joining us tonight on a Wednesday here from Caravel Academy. 9-0 Bucks as they look to try to end this one just a little bit early. But the Lions, they want to go the full 7 here. That ball's fouled. It looks like it may have reached the baseball field. We're not sure.
Johnson's coming with another pinch runner here.
He's getting them all in there. And so with an 0-2 count, the pinch runner is number 20.
Brooklyn Richardson.
Brooklyn Richardson. Well, yeah, Paige Richardson is the batter.
A trio of Richardsons.
Yeah, Paige is batting, and Brooklyn's on second.
And Leia pinch ran last inning.
That ball's off the shin guards of Liskey. She goes to third.
She's real quick. She got over to third in a hurry.
Wow, pitch.
Now we got a few different ways to end this game.
That'll
do it.
Set to the shortstop, and it's not going to be in time. No throw made, and that's going to do it as the run comes home. So Richardson comes in to score off the hit from Richardson. And that's going to do it tonight as Caravel gets the 10-0 6-inning win. Craig, we mentioned Casey Zenitis, a great job she did. Caravel got the Ducks on the pond and knocked them all home.
She pitched an absolute gem, as we mentioned last inning. She was the star tonight for sure. Player of the game in my book.
Yeah, so great job by Casey in her first year at Caravel, and Casey and the Sunshine Band. And I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. And our producer, Jason Winchell, kept us going here. Nick Howley on camera. Pops, he's already halfway home. He spelled us on the camera there for a second. Craig Laskowski doing the color commentary, and me almost getting the play-by-play correct. Once again,
did great.
Your final score is 10-0 Caravel. They continue on with their fantastic season. Red Line, nothing to be ashamed about as the players gather at midfield here for a looks like quick prayer from Red Lion and Caravel. We hope to have some baseball on Saturday. That's really up to the weather, so just pay attention to our social media sites and we'll let you know. Once again, for everybody here at Caravel, thanks to the folks at Caravel for letting us come in and do this. I'm Mike Lang. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next time on Delaware Live Sports.